Good morning, everyone. Are you okay there? Can you hear me? Let me confirm. Hello. All right. Thank you very much. How was the music? How was today's music? Did you enjoy? I hope you guys enjoyed. So today is not going to be different, just the same thing. Let me know if there's anyone from Ten Academy who have announcement before we start. Any announcement from Ten Academy? If there's any announcement, let me see. Okay. All right, so let's start. I think it's going to be the same. The flow is the same. So you can raise up your hand and tell us how was yesterday, what's the broker so far, what's the challenge so far, are you planning to cope up with today? Like, yeah, the normal stand up we have, right? Yeah, so if you're ready, then you can raise up your hand. I will go on and mention your names as usual. Let's see, like, how was today? I mean, how was yesterday? And there may be any broker, any challenge so far. You're not going to present today. You're not going to present like work groups. It's just like, you know, anyone so far. Anyone who would love to share. I think people are still joining. Some people are late, but it's fine. We're a good number here to start. So anyone who wants to share with us. How was yesterday? How is it so far? Are you coping up with the training? Any broker so far, any challenge maybe, or anything else you'd love to say? It's also allowed. Yeah. Any challenge? I don't know. I don't want to go on and mention names. I know you guys can speak, you know. Yes. Fish. Yes, fish.
Yeah, hi. Am I audible? Can you hear me?
Yeah, sure. We can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah. So, morning, everybody. Yesterday we did the interim reports personally. Let me start from that. We all did our interim reports personally. We carved out some time for that, and we faced several problems, to be honest. And one of them was with Spark, and the other was with Airflow. We had a problem. I don't want to say it a problem, but more like a difficulty uh, installing Airflow and using Airflow once and using it for each and every member of the team members. We had a problem with that. I think we kind of solved it by using Docker. We used Docker thanks to other group teammates, especially Nathanael Malesa. He helped us solve this problem by assisting us in ways in which we can install this Airflow tool using Docker. So thank you, Nathanael Malesa. And the other thing we were facing problems was with Spark, and me and another most of it the other teammates called Neo was handling that problem, and she really progressed a lot. So that let me just stop there because there were so many problems and I don't want to take everybody's time. But one of the good things we did was we actually set it up every I'm sorry, we actually set it up these Kafka clusters really nice, and we were able to communicate with the AWS instances. And yeah, basically we kind of integrated Airflow and Kafka, so That's it from our end. Maybe other teammates also can add on this talk. And yeah, thanks. That would be all.
All right. Thank you very much, Fish. Thank you for sharing. Uh, Before maybe I call upon Nathaniel, I think you guys should know that this stand up is just for you. Like everyone should speak at least. Everyone should speak because this is also good. You're going to be into work. They will expect you to speak up. They will expect you to come up with some ideas. They will expect you maybe to highlight if there's any challenge or something like that. So you shouldn't be afraid of speaking. You can speak anything, right? Even if you don't have maybe any challenge or there's no broker, maybe there's nothing to share like for yesterday, but at least speak, you can even say hi and interact with the trainees and interact with us. That's also fine because we should get used to this, right? Yeah, thank you. So Nathaniel, please.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, sure.
Yeah. As Fish said, like I think I was thinking like we were the only group who were facing issues. I'm glad like that facing some issues too. Like I was thinking like we were the only group like who had errors, especially while we were trying to use the cluster and also try to install some things. Like that was a huge blocker, and like yeah, but we managed to submit the interim submission on time, and everybody managed to submit their own tasks on time too. And yeah, I'm glad I'm like in that group. They are all cooperative and supportive, collaborative too. Yeah, but we will continue working today. Thank you.
Okay, amazing. So there's no any challenge from your group. If I had you, well, I don't know, any challenge, like anything maybe you'd love to someone to assist you or maybe any assistance you need.
Yeah, I think if anybody managed to install the Python package for the Confluent one, the
Mhm.
Python package for the Kafka SDK works fine, but the Confluent package won't be installed in our instance. We are having like a C++ dependency issues. Yeah, that was a huge blocker for us, and also setting up Airflow to be accessed for everybody. Like we have to we have to add like permission to all the files. That was a huge blocker. Yeah, this was like some of the blockers we have faced.
Okay, that's good. Thank you very much, Nathaniel. Please, Aninette, you can go on.
Good morning, all.
Morning.
Yesterday, we but prior to yesterday, of course, we had a lot of meetings, and we prioritize tasks first. Like we prioritize the tasks we need to accomplish for the interim submission, and uh, we did that. We had 3 meetings. Everything was fine.
We lost you, Nathaniel.
It was good so far. We also faced a challenge setting up an environment for like every one of us to use. So that was broker because like if we want to like install packages or tools, we like did it separately, but we are supposed to install have uh, a one environment where all everybody can just use the install packages. So that was Docker, but we're I managed to submit the interim submissions, the report, and GitHub link. So uh, so far so good, and we're going to like be working on the rest of the tasks. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Annette. Anyone else who would love to share? Anyone else would love to share? You can share on behalf of your group. You can also speak, yes, on yourself. It's fine. Yes, Nathaniel, you want to say something as well?
Yeah, I just want to ask, like, if anybody have a way, have find a workaround on setting permissions, like especially recursively for the whole folder. For example, if I have an airflow folder, I want to give permission recursively, like for, for all the folders inside too, and also inside going recursively. Uh, has anybody figured that out?
Mm-hmm. Uh, Anyone with idea on that? Anyone to assist him on that? Fish, do you want to speak something? Do you want to say something? You can see your text in the chat box.
Hello?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't see that, and I just liked if he can tell us what after he knew. That was what I was basically saying.
Okay.
We'd also like to know.
Nothing. Is that your question? You want to give? You want to change the owner of each file recursively for the airflow part?
Not only for the airflow part, but we might face like the same issue over and over again. So, like, I don't want to go and give permissions going to each and every folder. So, like, I wanted to go. I want to give like recursively. For example, if I have 10 folders inside an airflow is an example. Inside airflow, I want to give for each folder like recursively. And also those 10 folders might have like 10 folders inside of them. Each might have.
Yeah, but you can give you can change the user of those files recursively, but for the airflow part only, I had the same issue, and I fixed that using. I just if you see while we create the in the Docker compose for the airflow, it creates the environment variable, and the value for the environment variable is 1000. I just removed that environment variable, and it just worked fine in my case.
How
Okay.
about like the DAX inside the airflow? The DAX, are they
If you
accessible?
if you remove if you change or if you remove that environment variable, and while you initialize, it just creates using. I think the issue was caused by it was creating the files using root user, so it will create in your username if you do that.
Okay, I'll try that out. Thank you.
Okay, not now.
Okay. Okay. Hope that was fine. Thank you very much, Mikey and Fish. Yeah, so we can go on. Anyone else who would love to share? Maybe any broker so far on your site or maybe on your group? Yes, Fish, want to say something? Please go on.
Yeah, I see people are really cooperative in here, so I just want to ask a question. Can anybody, I'm sorry again to ask this question in week 7. I know I should be familiar with Docker by this time, but can anyone just show me how to interact with these commands that are found inside a container using Docker exec? I mean, I know it says we are supposed to use Docker exec command, but I don't actually know how to use it. And if somebody thinks maybe.
Anyone? Anyone?
Why is the reason you want to use Docker exec?
I want to use the what do you call them, the sh file types. I want to run the Kafka creating topics and consumer and all this creating consumers from the command line. I know I can use it using a Python SDK, and I tried that and it works, but there is something I want to see. So maybe a good example would be, yeah, anyone?
Why do you want to be inside the container to create the topics?
No, I don't want to be inside the container. I just want to use the docker exec command and run commands that are inside the container. I don't want to be inside the container. I just want to run the commands that are inside the container, if that makes sense. Especially for Kafka, I think it does, right? The create topic. Yeah.
But the command will be executed inside the container. If you are using Docker exec, the command will be applied inside the container.
Yes, exactly. I know that, but I don't know the implementation. I don't know the command to run. I don't know Docker exec. Yeah.
Let me type it in the chat.
Okay. It says there are additional. When I run Docker exec and the container ID, it says requires at least 2 arguments, and I know I can type, but you know, I think it will be better if somebody just went to try. Okay. Thank you, Nati. Again.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Okay, anyone else? Any broker who was yesterday who want to share? Can't even share anything. Just speak. You can even say hi to people, and you just need to interact and see if there's any challenge so far in a broker. Maybe are you coping up today? How was yesterday? That's just it. Yeah, just the usual stand-up, Anyone who want to share? I don't know what people don't like speaking. I can speak from morning to evening. Yes, here, Mike.
Okay. Yesterday, we all had a task which we divided on the Monday, and all of my group mates delivered that task. And also, we discussed about the interim submission, and we all submitted the interim submission. But I submitted after 15 minutes because I was working on the diagram part, and still we have a blocker in the design part. We are discussing on that, but yeah, we are working separately, but we are discussing how to integrate each part, and also everything is going good. Our teammates are all collaborative, so we are doing good.
Okay. I think before Nathaniel, I think Wangui? No, it is someone. Yeah, Margaret. Then we welcome Annette. Margaret, you can go on.
Hi, mine is a question. If there is any group that has managed to successfully access Kafka on the instance, and also like for all the group members, I would like some help there.
I didn't hear you well, but maybe I didn't hear you well. Maybe you can go in, please.
Sorry?
I didn't get you well.
Oh, I'm asking if there is any group that managed to access Kafka on the instance. I would need some help with that if anyone is available.
Yeah. Okay. Anyone, please. Anyone who can assist on that? Okay. Anyone maybe Margaret, you can try maybe reach out to Jazz
I
or
I
maybe
think Andanat is raising his hand.
yeah, and yes, Annette usually and do you want maybe to assist Nathaniel or you also need to say something? In case you're speaking, we can't hear you, you're muted. Annette? I don't know if he can hear us. Annette, you raised up your hand. I don't know if you want to speak or maybe it was by mistake. But yeah, Margaret, I think maybe if you can get any assistance here, maybe you can consider the Slack. Maybe they can assist you there, and maybe you can reach out directly to tutors. Right?
Okay.
Yeah, sure. So anyone else? I think Annette can't hear us. I don't know if you're having network issues. If in case you're speaking, we can't hear you, Annette. Yeah. So anyone else who want to share before we jump into hot seat? Yes, Ongui.
Hello. So on my end, I'm happy with the group work. We managed to. We've met a couple of times. We've talked about the group work, the task division, and I think we're also helping each other to, I guess, accomplish these tasks. On my end, what I am planning on reaching out on for help with is setting up the Kafka clusters. I was trying to set it up on my own machine just so that I can see how it works. But I think there's an error there. And then also I noticed very late at night that I had set up my GitHub to automatically merge any code that I push to the main branch, which is not too great. So I think I've fixed that. I'm hoping to work with Haley Michael on Airflow today, as well as I think also with the group for the design diagram, because I think it's the details that for us are a bit tricky. So yeah, so and then also for the debate later on today, I'm feeling a bit nervous for it. I haven't quite finalized on my opening and closing statements. So yeah, I'm going to reach out to my group members to just see how we can help each other. And that is it from me.
Okay, Wangui. Yeah, but don't just be stressed. You can reach out to anyone. I think they'll be able to help you. Fish, do you want to assist on that, or maybe you want to say something? Please go on.
Actually, I remembered something when Wangui was speaking. I don't know if this is right to ask this question here, but what exactly was a workflow design? Maybe somebody can assist. I didn't really understand what it meant, and I just wanted an assistance on that. Anybody?
Anybody to assist on that? You said workflow design.
Yeah, there was this part in the interim report submission where we were supposed to provide with a workflow. I'm not really exactly sure what it means, but they get it. I think they get it. The workflow design. I think it's a diagram. I don't know. I don't understand what it meant.
Okay, Wangui.
So how I understood it and how I think in our group we understood it was, I guess, following the path the data takes and like mapping it out. So like from the front end, what does it look like? What tools and technologies are you using to get the data? And then how are you funneling it to the back end? And then how are you incorporating Kafka, Spark, and how are you going when and how are you going to get it to the data lake, and then how are you going to use Airflow? So just like a diagram. So like from one.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
see now. Well, how is everything going to be used in a diagram? Using a diagram. Show us how you are going to use every single thing using a diagram. That's probably the way I understand it. Is that what you meant?
Yeah, so that such that like you look at the diagram and you're like, oh, okay, so this is what's happening in this pipeline. It's moving from point A to point B to point C. Okay, nice. Something like that.
I should have asked this question yesterday.
It's the next best time is now.
Yeah. Thank you, Wangui. I really appreciate it.
No worries.
Well, thank you very much, Wangui. I think maybe on your broker, you said like something. I don't remember what was your challenge, but you can reach out to your like your group mate, or maybe on Slack, on Twitter. There's more options. Yeah, I think you can assistance, right? Yeah. So before we jump into the hot seat, let me see if there's anyone else who would love to share. I don't want to leave behind someone, maybe an idea or who want to share something. I think no one, maybe. So I will stop recording and then we jump into the hot seat. Okay, all right. I will stop recording now.
Maybe we can